Neighbors, and welcome back to Down on the Farm's Kitchen Table. It's the 1245 edition of the program. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks for listening to us in places like Abilene and San Angelo, Sonora, Ozona, and Junction. Let's take a look at today's ag weather, neighbor. Looks like we'll have a breezy south wind, 15 to 25. Sunny skies expected this afternoon, 76 in Abilene, 76 in San Angelo, a 76 in Junction. 73 in Sonora, 71 in Ozona. Tonight, we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, 57 in Abilene, 54 in Junction, 56 in Sonora, 55 in Ozona, 56 in San Angelo. The week ahead, including tomorrow, mid to upper 70s. Our lows Tuesday night, the mid 50s. I see no moisture in sight, but a slight front coming through Wednesday night into Thursday. Our highs on Friday lower to mid 60s. Our lows Thursday evening lower 40s. Neighbor, it's time to take a look at those select commodities of ag interest. December corn 551.5 down 1.5. Jan beans 11.92 even money down 13 3/4. December Kansas City hard red winter wheat 783.5. It's up 4 3/4. While your March number 2 cotton's up 64 at 113.68. December live cattle up 55, 132.35. January feeder cattle up 62.50, 160.22. December lean hogs down 42 at 76.12. Your December West Texas Intermediate crude up 74 at $82 even money. Neighbor, there's your commodities of ag interest.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, now it's time for today's edition of Focus on Ag with Tom Nicoletti. Tom, what's our topic?
Grain demand up while input costs are higher as well. I'm Tom Nicoletti with Focus on Agriculture from the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. As winter wheat planting continues on the high and low plains of Texas, subsoil moisture is low and late fall rains would be welcomed by farmers. Meanwhile, producers are pleased that commodity markets are up for wheat, but input expenses are also higher. David Graff is the Agriculture Extension Agent for Wichita County on the Rolling Plains. David, let's talk about the demand for grain. That's on the increase, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Markets have really been a lot stronger. Even last harvest, we were fortunate for the prices to gone up. And at this time, it looks like we're going to have a good price continue for some time. So it's a huge help to our producers. It's been pretty tough for quite some time on having a reasonable market price.
Yes, certainly. Commodity prices for producers per bushel for wheat and other row crops, for that matter, have definitely been on the increase, and that's good for your farmers in the region. But unfortunately, input costs are much higher at this time.
That's been a real disappointment, but our veteran guys been through this before, and so something we just have to try and deal with. But it really is cutting into our profit when that's happening to us. Another real concern for us is just being able to get parts and things. I guess with the COVID-19 has really impacted, what our supplies and that we're able to do. Fertilizer has been a real issue, and just the cost of fertilizer, the input cost, and it's very important that we be able to put out fertilizer, but this has really put a strain on us financially.
That is David Graff. He is Agricultural Extension Agent for the Texas AgriLife Extension Service in Wichita County. I'm Tom Nicoletti, and this is the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Neighbor, it's chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy time, plenty of Nanny's yeast rolls, and a cold cucumber salad. I'll pour the iced tea while we talk to Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron up there on the Little River. Kenny, how was your Friday sale?
Well, about like we thought, Larry. We had a total of 1,070. Out of that mix, we had about 238 cows and bulls with about 80 buyers on hand. So we had a good day, and the market was good.
Let's walk those pins.
You bet. With the steers under 300, 127 to 230. 3 to 400 pound steers, 112 to 203. 4 to 500 pound steers, $1 to 197.5, and over 500, 70 to 172. On the heifers, 106 to 175 under 300. 3 to 400, $1 to 160. 4 to 500, 90 to 157, and over 500, 70 to $1.39. Packer cows about steady, from 20 to 70. Bulls about the same, 60 to 89. On your bred cows, from 350 to 1250, and on the cow-calf pairs, from 1,000 to 1450.
Good. So you considered it a good sale and 80 buyers.
And quite a few people there looking around for a few stocker cows, and lots of people buying these yearlings to go to oat. The front end of the cattle in Friday were really, really, really high. I'm not going to say it's right, but this market's clicking along pretty good. If anybody's got anything to sell, it may not be a bad time to cash in. A lot of these people are trying to stock these oat fields. We've had moisture up here in this country, and there's some moisture out west in spots. It's a lot better than it was, a month ago when we talked. Like I said, the front end of them are really smoking. We had some extremes that were just something I don't even want to put out there on the air.
Now, it sounds like next week's going to be good because you already got calls, right?
Call Saturday morning first thing. Guy's going to send 60 calves. They'll be out of Tiger Stripe cows and Charolais bulls. Got another customer, probably had 50 to 75 that I know of, and I think the weather's going to be good. Last week it kind of rained Wednesday around all day and pretty wet. Got kind of from 1.5 inches to 3 around here, and so I think they're going to kind of beat the bushes this week, and I think we'll have a pretty good run.
Well, we'll touch base with you before the sale. In the meantime, if folks want to talk to you or give you an order for something they need to get bought, how do they do that?
You bet. Just catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. You can follow us on our webpage at milamcountylivestockauction.com or catch us on Facebook. Don't forget, guys, there's not but 5 sales left in the year. Yep, and we've got a Christmas special coming up December the 17th, and also we're going to have a big set of cows there on December 3rd. So
good deal.
We'll have plenty. If you get them on the 3rd, you can hide them till Christmas. If you get them on the 17th, you can turn them out and say Happy Early Christmas. So
good deal. Stick a bow on their tail and say Santa brought it.
That's right.
All right, Kenny, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you before this next week's sale.
You bet. Thank you for what you do for us, Larry, and y'all have a great week.
Hey, neighbor, here's a quick reminder from my friends at McCoy's. Western red cedar can be used in a variety of applications, from siding to decking, even as indoor paneling. For folks ready to tackle a DIY project, red cedar is a great choice for decks and play sets, particularly because of its naturally occurring thermal properties, which keep the wood cooler to the touch. That's no small feat on a summer day in the McCoy's States of America. Check out the building plans and videos at mccoys.com and get started on your next DIY project using Western red cedar. Available at McCoy's Building Centers. Go to mccoys.com for information. Find the McCoy's store near you. Neighbor, it's about time for me to send the Cowboys out to work. Let's send them up to Lexington to help Russell Heller distribute cattle that he sold Saturday and prepare for this next Saturday. Russell, put them to work and then tell us how you sold them.
Yes, sir. Had a good sale, 655 total head with 48 cows.
Let's walk the pins.
Thinner packer cows 22 to 48, and the better cows 49 to 74. On the steer and bull calves, 3 to 400 pounds, $115 to $2. 4 to 5 weights, $110 to $185. 5 to 6 weights, $1.05 to $165. 6 to 7 weights, $1 to $152. 7 to 8 weights, $90 to $145. On the heifers, 3 to 400 pound heifers, $110 to $170. 4 to 5 weights, $1.05 to $160. 5 to 6 weights, $1 to $145. 6 to 7 weights, $95 to $138. 7 to 8 weights, $90 to $133.
Good. What was your count?
655.
How did the number of buyers you had this week compare to other weeks?
It's about the same, yes, sir.
And everybody's looking for what particular weight of cattle is the hottest?
Most of the time right now, they're kind of 375 to 475 weights are, because they have some grass after the rain, and they're going to turn those out on some grazing and grow them a little while.
All right. Do you know of anything for this Saturday?
Yes, I do. One man's going to have 25 black calves.
Okay, so you got a good start to a great sale for this next Saturday in Lexington. Russell Heller, tell everybody how to contact you.
Yes, sir. You can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Neighbor, the Lone Star Angus Alliance announces their South Texas Tough 21st Annual Bull and Select Female Sale coming up Friday, December the 3rd, 2021 at 1 p.m. in Hallettsville. 165 plus top-notch Angus sale. 70 coming 2-year-old bulls, 40 yearling bulls, spring pairs, open Angus heifers, fall pairs, commercial Brangus open heifers. Last year, about a third of those bulls were sold for less than $3,500, so you can't tell us that you can't get an affordable Lone Star Angus bull that's South Texas Tough. For more information, contact the good folks at Lone Star Angus, 979-251-1021 or 361-798-6558. Again, 979-251-1021 or 361-798-6558. December the 3rd, that's a Friday, 1 p.m., Hallettsville, Texas. Neighbor, Friday, the CFTC issued its Commitment of Traders report. The data showed managed money for cotton were net buyers of roughly 1,000 contracts, increasing their net long positions to 78,338. At their zeal, they were close to 97,000 contracts net long. Neighbor, be sure to grab yourself a bottle of ice water from the number 2 wash tub there by the back door here at Down on the Farm Radio headquarters. Don't get dehydrated this afternoon. Need you back for Kolach at 3:45. Milo through Corpus in November, D's plus 85, 1139. Yellow corn through Corpus in November, D's plus 95, 648. Hard red winter wheat through Houston in November, D's plus 70, 848 3/4. And number 1 beans through Houston in November, January less 20, 1185 1/2. 736 bale of East Texas cotton at 113.12. 5,060 bale of West Texas at 116.12. That'd make 5,796 bale of Texas cotton at 114.62. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact. Because you're the best farm and ranch show listener in Texas. No brag, just fact. Neighbor, come on back. Kolach at 3:45. Hop singing, I'll see you then.